Hi everybody. Welcome back to another row of making this blanket. You can see some progress with the green, which is kind of nice. I was thinking about the list of things to help people stay on, like help people. Wow, got all tongue-tied. Help people focus on projects thing. I made a list like a few videos ago. Anyway, I realized it needs some adjustment. Let's see. See, this number of balls of yarn here represented the number of yellow that I had. And then there is the, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there was 7 yellow. There's 2 striped ones. And then there's also this this green one. So there we have it. And I figured might as well, as I'm going along, color some of them in. Okay. Now for on the little picture that I made earlier, the first one is, I used gray for the striped, so I've used that one up, and I've used up a full ball of yellow. Not the best coloring job, but it still feels good to have them colored in. I'm gonna have to wait to do the green for later because the green should be lasting most of the project. So that'll be a fill in as I go kind of thing. Anyway, thought that might be a fun little thing to add in. Because that's going to be a lot of yarn leaving my stash when I finish this. Whew. I guess that list was supposed to be for, you know, looking good on screen or whatever. But I figure, why not use it? Right? Might as well use it. And I figure that'll be a fun thing to do as I go along, is to fill in the balls of yarn that I use up so that they, you know, line up and stuff with what I'm doing. And with any luck, keep me motivated. I forgot to ask when I made that list because, I mean, I was focusing on writing stuff down and stuff at the time. But, do you guys have any, like, motivation tricks that you have for long-term projects? Because, you know, it's not an easy thing to have a long-term project and complete it and make it enjoyable along the way. So what's that famous quote? Wisdom comes from a multitude of counselors? Something like that. So if you guys feel inclined to share your tips, I'm sure you probably have thought of ones that I haven't even dreamt of. I'm going to take a stretch break. And as always, I'll just remind everybody that if you need help figuring out what kind of stretches to do, you're going to want to consult a medical professional, because I am not an expert. That knot came out way easier than I thought it would. Whew. I was worried for a second. Little piece of fluff was on the yarn. I try to get those as I go along because, well, you know how it is with yarn. It seems to, like, attract pieces of fluff. I've taken to doing a couple of rows a day sometimes, and then taking really long breaks in between. I know that's not how the videos are going to show up, but I figured it's a good thing to mention so that people don't feel like, oh, I have to keep up with this random person on the internet and how fast they crochet. And no. I'm going to be making a lot of videos ahead of time and then spacing them out individually, because that's how the YouTube algorithm likes things. Apparently, from what I've heard tell from the interweb, that's how the algorithm likes things. So, I don't know why that thought just occurred to me, but I figured it's worth a mention so that people aren't like, oh, I have to try to keep up with things and I'm gonna wear myself out and so on. But yeah, it's definitely good to pace yourself. So I just don't know why that came in my head, but I thought I'd share since it popped in my head. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next row.